Hi guys, welcome back. So for today I'm just going to show you guys my everyday eyebrow tutorial, what I use, what I used to use, you know, a couple tips and tricks and just stuff like that. So if you like to see it, just keep watching. Okay guys, so for today I'm just going to share with y'all my everyday eyebrow routine. It's kind of a lot, but I mean my eyebrows are like blonde-ish, so I kind of need it. But anyways, I'm going to show y'all what I use, some tips and tricks, English, and then to show y'all just like the techniques I use and stuff like that. So I used to use the NYX eyebrow pencil, and then it worked really well. I actually used that for a really long time, but then I switched it up because I wanted something a little bit more dramatic and more, that one was really just like soft, and I wanted something that was like, hey, how you doing? So I switched over, and I've recently been using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown, and I just use their little brush thing, and it's been working really well for me. At first I had a lot of trouble with it because I wasn't used to a pomade. I was used to a pencil, so I could literally just draw and it was easy as anything. But now this one is a lot harder to blend, like on the inner side or on the beginning part of your eyebrow, so you kind of have to get used to it. But so I started out by just combing through my hairs. They're not too bad, they're normally like pretty straight and pretty flat, but I just make sure that none of them are crazy. I dip it into the product, but I just get a little bit. Don't go crazy, don't try to like scoop any out or anything. Start by brushing up on my eyebrows, and then I start in the middle and then do the tail because that's where I want it to be the darkest. I don't even touch the front for the first half because if I do, then it's just going to be super dark, and then it's going to look a little more blocky rather than like a natural gradient in the front. I'm looking over here because this is where my mirror is, because this part, it's a little crucial. Okay, next I comb it down, and then I do like my top arc, and I connect the two tails, or connect the tail. And now I'm just going to start to fill it in. Once again, I'm only doing it, I don't want to say the halfway mark, but maybe a little bit more down to my tail first, and then I'm just going to use whatever's left on my brush, and that's how I'm going to kind of fill in the beginning, because once again, this stuff is really pigmented, so if you even get a little bit on your brush and you start combing through it or brushing through it, it's going to show up like heavy. So you got to have a really light hand with this. So now that that part's done, now I'm just going to use whatever's left on my brush. I'm not dipping it back in, and I'm first going to do the line on top, and then I'm going to do the line on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you do first, but then as you're doing the front, you want to constantly brush and then comb, then brush, then comb, because that is how it's going to fade really nicely. Keep a really light hand when you're doing this. I'm just gonna dip back in, and I'm gonna kind of put it again on the outer side. That way it's a little bit darker, so it looks a little bit better with the fade. And I'm also going to try to like actually like carve out your eyebrow. Like you want to make it like real slick and smooth, which we're gonna go in and use concealer in a little bit, and we're gonna like really make it sharp, but this will kind of help a little bit and make the concealer process a little bit easier. You just want to make sure that it's the exact same, or the exact shape that you would like. And lastly, I'm going to be taking my Morphe M432, which is like this flat brush, It's a little flat concealer brush, and I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape, which I am about to, like, I'm already scraping the sides, like I need more desperately, but it's in the color Light Sand. I'm just going to use this to really carve out my eyebrows, brighten it up a little bit around it. Start from the inner, and I work my way to the outer on the bottom only, and then I do it from the tail right here, and then I just kind of leave that alone. But if you need to fix it up, then you can use foundation, because if you put concealer all the way around your eyebrow, I hate when people do that, it is gonna brighten up all right here. And I mean, unless you like that, go for it, but personally, no, I don't do it. I used to do that, and now looking back at my pictures, I'm like, I look like I just stamped on my eyebrow. Like, it's not natural at all. I just stamped it on. So I'm going to start from the beginning and just go side to side to carve out my eyebrow. Now I'm going to really like sharpen up the tail. Now all I have to do is blend out my concealer and I'm good. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the other brow and I will be right back. Alright guys, that's all I got for you for today, but just always remember that your eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins. So they're not gonna be perfect, they're not gonna be exactly identical, but I mean pretty close. But you know, this one might have a higher arch than this one, but you know what, that's all okay, because like I said, they're sisters, they're not twins. So if you're having trouble with the pomade or the pencil or whatever, just switch up products. You know, if the pomade's not working for you, try a pencil. If you don't like the pencil, try the pomade, try powders, try gels. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you guys can use. I used to use the pencil, I think I've already mentioned that, but the NYX pencil is what I used to reach for the most, and I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted something darker and more intense, and you know, I wanted to experience with products. That's when I started trying out the pomade, and at first I had those block eyebrows that I would not wear out anywhere, and then I just kept practicing, and now, I mean, this is probably as good as it's gonna get for me. But just keep practicing. I mean, if it's not working for you, keep practicing, watch more tutorials, you know, there's all kinds of stuff out there that you guys can do. But if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe so you can see more videos. I plan on doing some Valentine's Day looks pretty soon. That's the next holiday coming up, and I'm excited. I even got my nails pink for Valentine's. I'm excited. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.